Hey guys, King of Charmander here. Today I'll be your judge, your jury, and your analyst. And today I bring to you a 5-0 with Walrein in Open Ultra League. Open Ultra League is vast, invasive, and destructive. And like I've always said, Open Ultra League is one of the most stable metas of all time because there are very minimal changes, except when you release a death tree from Lord of the Rings. The Ents from Lord of the Rings are still cooler though. And a giant walrus, which I don't really know what to relate. If you find something you can relate Walrein with, put it in the comments. The only thing I can think of is like finding, like, you know, like, what you call it? Madagascar, the seals from like the zoo. That's the only thing I could think of. Other than that, I really can't find a relation. Other than those two really flip the meta of Open Ultra League on its back. Now, it's not that bad because of the fact that Walrein kind of operates like Abomasnow. However, it's essentially a better version because it's with Earthquake, you have coverage against those steel types. So, well, it doesn't hurt as much on an Registeel XL, but, you know, there's things like Talonflame, etc. I mean, not Talonflame, Melmetal, etc. that give you that chance for Walrein to shine, and it is factually a top 5 mon since releasing in Open Ultra League. So, yes, it's annoying, and it is also very powerful. Now, my mental health tip for the day. Mental tip for the day is to make sure you check up on your friends. You know, loneliness is a thing. Loneliness, you can be at a party and feel lonely as hell, but the reason why is because you need to find connections. Go out there, and hopefully you find a friend or two or a community that you vibe with. For example, I'm a therapist. I'm also a wrestling coach, so I have a lot of communities I vibe with and other coaches. So I'm always going out and about with other people. For those of you, when people take you out of your energy, you might just have social anxiety or something else, or you might just not be comfortable talking to people because you're an introvert. However, generally everybody has to vibe with someone. Even if it's not in person, you have that little group you have to vibe with, but please check up on them because the world is a really bad day. Well, it's not Monday. Monday is usually when you check up on your friends because you know it's Monday. But, despite that, this is my tip. I will, like I said, every week I will remind you, make sure you check up on your friends. Make sure they're happy. Make sure they're healthy. And then go ahead and plan out your next hangout. Make sure y'all social distance, wear your mask and all that other crap because there's something called Omicron or whatever the heck not is going to be the next coronavirus variant that's coming out to kill us. But yes, check up on your friends. Check up on your family. Set up a time. Go hang out. Get out of your shell. And hopefully, and one day, we will get through this. Well, we will get through it eventually. Just wait till the storm passes. Rain stops eventually, right? Unless you're in well, we need rain in California because, you know, there's like a drought and then there's like wildfires, but yeah. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the battle. This is a sweet 5-0 featuring Walrein in Open Ultra League, and the last battle is pretty nutty, so I hope y'all enjoy it. Anyways, let's get started. Alright, here are the super sweaty Open Ultra League battles. This first one's kind of mean because I got Talonflame and Melmetal. Melmetal is a terrible lead for Talonflame. One rock slide will nearly one-shot you to oblivion. So, I usually try to be really fancy and try to catch a rock slide, but you know what? Sometimes it just doesn't work. So you know what? Plan B. I already know this person's gonna punch me in the face with his superpower, so I shield the first one. And now I'm expecting them to switch out or throw the second one. Here they throw the second one. It's okay. -1. You can comfortably take a superpower pretty well. The first one will kind of put you like 25%. So it's really up to you. But you don't want to eat both like you saw there. So I'd rather take one -1 than the one at full power. Now we know Melmetal has no energy. We get Swampert and Umbreon, but here's the tricky part. Because Umbreon has chip damage on it, we lose this matchup. Of course, because Swampert is so freaking overpowered because Hydro Cannon is extremely spammy. You know, spam is pretty good. You know, it comes in a variety of flavors. Teriyaki, the OG. Spam and rice is amazing. If you know what I'm talking about, you're like, what the hell, King of Charmanders? Why are you talking about food during a shoutcast? Because I'm that dang good at shoutcasting. But anyways, we're gonna let Umbreon go here. Hydro Cannon will take out Umbreon. I'm gonna send in Walrein. And the idea here is to get a bazillion energy. I'm going to farm the unholy hell out of this Swampert. And you're probably wondering, King of Charmanders, how the hell do you win this match? Because you're going to be down 2 shields. Well, not down 2 shields, but you're out of shield advantage, and Walrein has a ton of chip damage on it. But we have 100 energy. So here's my win con. And I don't think about my win cons because I use my subconscious to battle 90%, 99% time nowadays, though. I don't really think. As you see here, my idea is to bait with both an Icicle Spear and Earthquake. I'm going to grab both shields this way because my opponent doesn't want to eat the Earthquake. As you see, we get both shield, and then I send in Talonflame. My opponent sends in Giratina, so they catch it pretty well. But I'm like on the side because I'm like, I already know you're going to switch. So all I'm going to do here is I'm going to fire off a Flame Charge. The reason I'm firing off a Flame Charge is I'm going to get a boost. And at the same time, I can still comfortably eat 1 Dragon Claw. You can eat 1 or 2 Dragon Claws with Talonflame. It has a sizable amount of bulk against Giratina. The only issue is, of course, Giratina resists your Incinerates because dragons resist fire. As you see here, they fire the second one. It catches on CMP, but that's perfectly fine. Because what's going to happen here is I'm going to shield this one. But because I'm only 1 Flame Charge away, and that Melmetal essentially has almost 0 energy, we should be able to get 1 Incinerate in, and then I should be able to hit the Flame Charge in for the GGs. Because we're +2 already, this should definitely KO. And as you see here, even though we lost the lead hard as hell, Talonflame is a beast. And we're able to just melt down this Melmetal by breaking both shields thanks to Walrein. And that's GG's. I hope y'all enjoyed that battle. It was insanely sweaty. This next match is even sweatier because you know what? There's something in the Open Ultra League that costs a lot of money, and it's called Deoxys Defense. And this is like, is that a Deoxys Defense XL? It is. This person spent you know what? It's kind of funny because I have the free Community Day XL, and then you have the $250 or like however much you spent trying to find Deoxys Defense and then getting all the candy for it, or like $100, $90 to $100, something like that. So, as you see here, Rock Slide hurts a lot. That's why DD is such a hard win against Talonflame. However, we can be fancy here. As you see, I am going to break 1 shield with Flame Charge because I think it's going to be in Brave Bird. All we're going to do here is straight Earthquake. Yes, this kind of looks bad, but here's the thing. I have a lot of control over this matchup still. I have energy on my Talonflame, and at the same time, I have shield advantage, so I will take that. As you see here, we're just going to straight Earthquake to victory. I'm going to straight Earthquake without baiting, which is kind of dumb. I should theoretically bait, but as you see here, they don't fall for it. If you have shield advantage, it's probably your opponent's likely not going to shield anything, as you see here. So the idea we're going to have here is that we're going to hopefully break the second shield, and then I'm hoping that we're going to break the second shield or this Earthquake's going to go through and they will KO. And then what they're going to do is farm down my Walrein. So hopefully with Talonflame and Umbreon with 2 shields, we can come out with a W. As you see, we got Deoxys. Now here's what kind of sucks. That Deoxys still has a ton of freaking HP. So you're like, King of Charmanders, how the hell do you 5-0? You're going to get destroyed. Well, here's the thing. Deoxys defense doesn't have a high amount of attack. Rock Slide, Psycho Boost, or Thunderbolt also won't do a sizable amount of damage because my Umbreon has such a thick booty. My Umbreon does in fact do squats. It's very, very thick, and it has a big booty, even though it looks really small right now. Smaller than Deoxys defense, actually. Now that I think about it, yeah, it's actually smaller than Deoxys defense. But you know what? We're not going to you're not going to notice that. As you see, well, it's what it is. As you see, all we're going to do here is just going to block 1 Rock Slide. I don't want to take too much damage, and we happen to get a Trevenant in the back, and I'm like, oh, this is great. This is awesome. So my idea is I'm just going to, I should have overcharged a little bit here. I can eat a Seed Bomb, but as you see, they're going to fire. They're going to fire, and I theoretically should have got a little more energy. This is where I kind of could have done better during this battle. As you see, well, actually I do it, but as you see, I could have got 1 more Snarl in there to get 2 foul plays back to back, but that's okay. We're going to break the shield over here, or we're going to KO this Trevenant, and then this should break the shield. Now, all I'm going to do is send in Talonflame. Here's what's kind of annoying. So when I send in Talonflame, one of the glitches is that you don't see a fast move go through. As you see, I'm firing Brave Bird, but you don't see the Incinerate animation. So my brain is like, what the heck? Okay, that means I didn't get it through. So instead, I fire Flame Charge. Thankfully, Flame Charge KOs, but as you see there, the energy, the invisible fast move. Invisible fast move. It's so annoying on both sides of the end. But I should be able to get 1 more Incinerate through, as you see here, and that should be GG's. Had I been a little lower, I would have died. Thanks, Niantic. Good job, Niantic. Good job. It's been 3 freaking years since PvP's been out, and it's still broken. I don't know any game in the top 10 on Twitch that is as broken as Pokemon Go PvP. And we're top 208. That just shows you. So when all your other content creators say, oh my god, there's potential, there's not a lot of potential. We're still 200 after freaking 5 years. Yeah. Yeah. As you see here, we get a legend that's already made it. Congratulations. So can you give me Freelo? That's not going to happen, by the way. As you see, we got Scrafty onto Talonflame. You win this pretty convincingly, but at the same time, it's still not comfortable for you because here's the thing. 2 foul plays can KO you. Well, 2 foul plays plus chip damage. But as you see here, they still have choice. Ideally, you would like to get as many Incinerates as you can through, as you see. So just trying to fry down this freaking Scrafty as much as you can. So you're going to throw the second flame charge here. I'm going to throw the second one, break a shield. That's the idea. Okay, I'm going to grab a shield. Hopefully grab one shield, and they don't shield. So my brain is like, oh, okay. So I can shield here, and then I can incinerate down for the victory. So we're going to be down shield advantage, but I'm going to have one incinerate through, and then I'm like, okay, this kind of sucks, because Talonflame can get farmed at this range. And guess what they do? They bring in their Talonflame, and my brain is like, oh, crap. So now I'm in trouble. Hopefully I can grab shields here, because if they're really, well, you know, we're in a rough spot here. They have a lot of control because they have shield advantage. What I'm hoping to do, though, is I can grab 2 shields, or I can at least do some chip damage, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to send in Umbreon, and then hopefully Umbreon can sponge all the damage. As you see, we catch them on CMP, and they elect to fire, which is actually really great. As you see, Flame Charge goes through. This will KO, but they undercharge, which was very, that's really great on their part. They undercharge the Incinerate, and now I send in Umbreon, and they're +1. However, I can still eat a Brave Bird from here. I'm going to get hit by a Suburban, and it's not a Suburban, but it's actually a Flame Charge. I'm like, oh, crap. You got me. You got me. So all we're going to do is fire Foul Play here. The only problem is because they didn't Brave Bird, that means our Umbreon is going to eat a Burb. We're going to get hit by the Suburban. We're not going to hit by the one in traffic. We're going to hit by the second one. So as you see here, this is going to do big damage because this is a +2 Talonflame. Brave Bird goes through, but because Umbreon has such a big booty, we're able to live, and all we're going to do is hit the second Foul Play for the victory. It's going to be like the Patriots. Well, not really the Patriots, but the 49ers when they beat freaking Aaron Rodgers, and I was so freaking happy. I was like, oh my god, wow. I am not a Niners fan, but you know what? Aaron Rodgers, yeah. Packer, yeah. Haha, if you're a Green Bay fan, I'm so sorry. But seriously, a special team 49er team just beat the #1 seed in their division. Not only that, the Bucks lost as well. So if you are a football fan, this is a wonderful year. Because you already know you aren't going to see Aaron Rodgers or Tom Brady in the playoffs. So it's going to be a great time for those of you in football. It's a great time. Either the Niners, the Rams, the Bills, I believe. Or the Bills and I forgot the last one. What is it? I forgot. But the Chiefs. That's right. The Chiefs already won it. No. I don't want the Chiefs to win. So yeah. Anyways, as you see here, we're just gonna double Earthquake this Glasses Blastos. I'm really impressed by your shades, bro. But here's the problem: there's no way in hell that you're going to outpace me to a second Skull Bash. Unless you have a bazillion energy, Water Gun charges too slowly. And as you see here, double Earthquake is all it's going to take Sunglasses Blastoise back from the ocean, drag you back to your Pokeball, and send you to the next trip to the Pokemon Center. And that's GG's. That was a really spicy closer. But why is it... That was probably a Blastoise XL. So you could... Yeah, you could have a Blastoise... Yeah, you could have a Blastoise XL. So, good try. But actually, I almost lost her. If I had a little more energy, I probably would have been screwed. But that's GG's. As you see here, we got Shiny Cresselia into Talonflame. So what's going to happen here is that I am not going to shield. Theoretically, you should shield the first one. Theoretically, because this could be a Future Sight. And if Future Sight hits, it's big damage. And they could just Grass Knot you for the victory. As you see here, thankfully, we do not get the debuff. For those of you that played Go Battle for a while, freaking Cresselia was like Super Saiyan Cresselia back in the day. So the reason why it's Super Saiyan Cresselia is because Moonblast was so overpowered because it had a 30% chance of debuffing. The percentage was so high that they had to nerf it back to 10% because everyone complained about it. Like, why is Cresselia so dang overpowered? Literally in Season 2, almost everybody had a freaking roasted moon duck. Or the Jetsons duck. Or however you want to call it. This freaking horrifying design. Well, it's not it could have been better, you know what I mean? But like, I guess it's decent. You know, banana wings thingy, like, yeah, I don't know. Whatever you want to call it. It looks like something out of Yu-Gi-Oh! But that's a different franchise. As you see, my opponent expertly is able to debate me with the Grass Knot. Which is bad, because I'm like, okay, this kind of sucks. But the reason why it also sucks is because we got a whole Talonflame in front of us. And my Talonflame has a lot of chip damage on it. So I'm only going to be able to get one move off. I'm going to fire the Brave Bird, and then I'm going to attempt to switch. Well, the keyword is attempt to switch, because what happens here is that the game doesn't allow me to switch. I remember this battle. So Brave Bird goes off. So theoretically, I should be able to catch the move that goes through, but apparently the game doesn't let me do it. And I'm like, why? Because that I lose Sac Swap. So I lose a win condition because the game refuses to work. Of course, as usual, right? The good thing is our opponent kind of jacked up here because straight 2 Brave Birds actually don't kill Umbreon. So yes, this Burb is hurt. As you see, Flame Charge will go through. However, I'm going to be able to just fire this Foul Play. You're already -2, and then I might be able to Snarl down for the victory. Or I'm just going to eat the move that comes in. As you see, Foul Play goes through. Our opponent elects to switch out, and we get a Swampert. So this is pretty much GG's. We got an Umbreon. I can still possibly get to one other Foul Play, and we still have Walrein to be able to run through our opponent. Not only that, this is a Shadow Swampert, so hopefully I can comfortably kill this with 1 Icicle Spear, because all I'm going to do is I'm going to save the shield for everything in the back. All we got to do is just be careful that they don't catch a sack, but even if they catch a sack, we still have a shield. So we still have plenty of win conditions here. Even though I really would have liked my freaking flaming chicken, my Chick-fil-A chicken from freaking, you know, like from before, that was supposed to like switch out into my Umbreon so I could eat the Incinerate, but like Niantic didn't let me do it. But it's okay. As you see, its Icicle Spear goes through. We should be able to farm down this Swampert before it gets to another move. And then all I have to do is watch out, because they might send in Talonflame first to catch the Icicle Spear. And, well, you don't even theoretically need to do that. With shields, you're fine. As you see here, all I have to do is just shoot an Icicle Spear, and that should be GG's. I would have been okay even if I did it the other way around, just because Cresselia has no energy. So, it's just basically, yeah. Do a little better, you know, like practice, and that's GG's. And that was really slow. So that's the 4th battle. As you see here, if you're carrying up the numbers, 2439 is next. And this last one was nuts. This was nuts. I earned my 5-0, and you're going to see exactly why. You're going to see why. Because this player played phenomenal. As you see, it's Legend on Legend Accident. We got Scrafty into Talonflame. We win this. However, our opponent switches out to Mirror in the Talonflame, which is the right move. The only issue is, I think I lost a turn here. So as you see here, like, there was like that little like lag, and I'm like, why did my Talonflame stop attacking? And apparently it stopped attacking. And as you see here, they actually, yes, I did lose because they got that one. Yeah, they got that one through, so that means yes, I lost a turn somewhere. So yay. So I send in my Umbreon. So this is where I make kind of a mistake. I should have fired on the first one, but the idea here is I didn't want Scrafty to farm Umbreon. So Brave Bird goes through, and then I should have fired, but remember what I mentioned, I don't want Scrafty to get energy. So I don't shield this. This is really ballsy, and here's the problem. This Brave Bird will actually KO my Umbreon. And not only that, I'm like, ah, crap. So I'm behind. I have chip damage, and they have shield advantage. So you're like, King of Charmanders, how do you come back from this? That's a very good question. Like, if they didn't get that, the issue was they got that Incinerate through because I lost a turn somehow in between, because somehow my taps weren't registering. So I'm behind 1 turn. They got an extra Incinerate. Now I'm down shields. So my only win condition here is to hope that Walrein has a good matchup in the back. And as you see, I got one through, but it's still not comfortable because Foul Play does big damage. And as you see, big damage Foul Play. My Talonflame is practically like gone. It's like trying to struggle. It's like the seagulls from Finding Nemo. It's a wonderful movie, by the way. Please don't sue me, Disney. I promise. I said Nemo, not, you know, the title. So yeah, for those of you, I mean, Disney is awesome because Marvel's doing really well right now. And now we got Walrein into Obama Snow. Obama, not Obama, but you know, you gotta vote for Obama. I always make that reference because, you know, it sounds cooler. Not only that, Obama, vote for Obama Snow. If you didn't vote, you know. And now I didn't vote on this day because it tried to ball out on me and I caught the energy ball. So all I'm going to do here is get a little fancy on the energy. I'm going to gather and overcharge a little bit. Trying to make sure that they can't get to another one. So I get 1 extra and I'm going to fire this off. I probably could have got 1 more, but I didn't want to get hit with CMP or anything like that. And now, my only win condition here, this is definitely going to be some kind of... The Power Up Punch and Foul Play will KO at this range. And now I have to sack. So, 1, 2, bam. I was like, you know what? You're gonna do a double interval, and they did 2 interval. We catch the foul play, and I earned the freaking 5-0. I was freaking going nuts. I was like, oh my god, I just caught it. Let's go, baby, let's go. Even though we lost a whole freaking Umbreon with a bazillion energy, this is GG's. We get the sack, and we come out with the dub. And you know what? This was a crazy, insane 5-0. Definitely well earned, as you see here. Bam. That was nutty. That was absolutely nutty. Especially because I don't count. I don't consciously count. And I use instincts. And my mental health is full clarity whenever I battle nowadays. There's a lot of people that say I use feel. But no, you're not really using like full feeling. Because I know you're anxious, bro. Like a lot of people got that thing in the back of my mind. Like, I'm anxious. I'm not anxious. I let suns out, guns out, blaze out. And as you see, a sweet 5-0 to close it out. And that's GG's. I hope you guys enjoyed the battles. I hope you guys had a good time. As you see, freaking, when you have KFC, I've never had, you know, now that I think about it, I've never had, like, seal. I don't know. Can you eat walrus? I've never, like, looked that up. I'm a foodie. I love food. And the off balance of food is the fact that I work out like a monster just so I can make weight for jiu-jitsu and I can eat more food. That's my literal motivation for working out and being an endurance athlete. I can eat more food. That's subjective to whether or not I'm cutting weight, which I'm cutting weight right now. But yes, I don't know if you can actually eat walrus. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the battles. As you see, it was very, very sweaty, and there's still plenty of time in the season, so that's why I never stress about legend. Past season 9, I'm kind of like meh, but yeah, I'll get there. Most of everything I do nowadays, battling, is just really like practice. It's just practice, and then yeah, my Stardust. I get my Stardust mostly through PvP nowadays because I don't have overroided spawn points like some people do, especially on the other side of the world. But yes, if you would do me a huge favor, if you liked and enjoyed these battles and you love that 5-0, then please do me a huge favor. You see next to these 2 little lizards right here? These 2 stuffed animals, because Charmander is like the best starter ever. You can argue with me in the comments, but Charmander's goated, I'm telling you. Actually, all of Gen 1 is pretty much like super goated. But yes, next to these Charmanders, you see there's that little sub box at the bottom right. Please like and subscribe. It's totally free. You can easily subscribe by putting your mouse over the bottom right, that sub box right there. Put your mouse over it. Bam. You can easily subscribe from over there. Really appreciate my current subscribers. Good luck on your Go Battle League sets. And I will see you guys on the next video. Charmander!